All right, everyone, let's talk about something that has been absolutely dominating the crypto conversation lately, and for good reason. For years now, millions of people around the world have been tapping a button on their phones, accumulating a digital currency called Pi, all based on a promise of future value. The project, known as the PiNetwork, has built a massive community, arguably one of the largest in the entire crypto space, all before its main network has even fully launched to the public. The anticipation has been building to a fever pitch, with every small update scrutinized and every rumor debated endlessly in online forums and social media groups. Well, it seems we just got one of the biggest clues yet, and it's sending shockwaves through the community. The founder, Dr. Nicolas, recently made an announcement that has injected a massive dose of excitement and speculation into the ecosystem. He confirmed that the core team is actively exploring and developing a stablecoin within the PI ecosystem. This isn't just another minor feature update. This is a foundational piece of financial infrastructure that could fundamentally change the trajectory of the entire project. This news has reignited discussions about the eventual price of PiCoin. So grab your coffee, sit back, and let's get into the details of what might be the biggest crypto story of 2025. The road to open mainnet is long, but this confirmation is a major step. Let's begin. So before we dive deeper into the PiNetwork specifics, it's incredibly important that we're all on the same page about what a stablecoin actually is. The word crypto often brings to mind wild price swings, where something can be worth a fortune one day and practically nothing the next. This is exactly the problem stablecoins were created to solve. In the simplest terms, a stablecoin is a cryptocurrency designed to have a stable price. Its value is pegged or tied to another, more stable asset. Most commonly, that peg is to a major fiat currency, like the US dollar. The most common method is through reserves. Issuers hold equivalent actual US dollars in a bank account. For every one digital coin created, there's one real dollar sitting in reserve. That gives the coin verifiable value and lets people redeem it for the underlying asset. This backing provides stability, making it a reliable medium of exchange. It combines the stability of traditional money with the efficiency and global reach of cryptocurrency. It bridges the traditional financial world and the new world of digital assets. Now, let's get to the core of the recent excitement. The confirmation came directly from the top, from PiNetwork's co-founder, Dr. Nicolas. During a developer chat and subsequent official communications, he addressed the community's questions about the network's economic model. He explicitly stated that the core team is actively working on the concept and potential implementation of a stablecoin native to the PI blockchain. This wasn't a vague hint or a cryptic message. It was a clear and direct confirmation of a major strategic initiative. The news spread like wildfire, instantly validating long-held community theories and setting off a firestorm of positive speculation about the project's future. What does this actually mean for PiNetwork? It signals a profound shift in how we should view the project's ambitions. The goal is clearly not just to launch another volatile cryptocurrency onto the open market. Instead, the core team is meticulously building a comprehensive financial ecosystem. A native stablecoin would serve as the bedrock of this economy. It would allow for the creation of a true marketplace within the PI ecosystem, where goods and services can be priced in a stable unit. Furthermore, a native stablecoin, controlled by the PI ecosystem itself, gives the network immense autonomy and control. It means transaction fees for stablecoin transfers could be paid in Pi, driving demand for the native coin. It also allows the core team to design the stablecoin in a way that perfectly aligns with the project's long-term vision and compliance standards. This isn't just about importing a tool from another blockchain, it's about building a custom-designed economic engine that will power the entire Pi ecosystem for years to come. While the stablecoin news is undoubtedly the headliner, it's important to place it within the context of the other significant progress the Pi core team has been making. They haven't been silent. There has been a steady stream of official updates showing methodical progress toward open mainnet. One critical focus has been the ongoing KYC process. The team has been relentlessly working to scale the KYC solution using automated machine learning and human validators. Another major focus is improving the Pi browser and growing the developer ecosystem. The team released updated SDKs allowing developers to more easily build and test apps on the Pi testnet. Recent hackathons showcased a burgeoning app ecosystem: games, social apps, marketplaces, and service exchanges. Migration of KYC'd pioneers' balances to mainnet is continuing steadily. For KYC past users, mined Pi becomes real on the blockchain, though still within the current enclosed network. The core team posts regular updates on migrated pioneer counts, an important community-watched metric. The migration process is complex, involving checklists and security measures to ensure only verified people claim Pi. They're preparing infrastructure for massive transaction volumes from 50 M+ users. This includes refining the consensus algorithm and optimizing node software. They are stress testing the network to find bottlenecks. These technical improvements may not be glamorous, but they're essential for long-term health and stability. Together, KYC, ecosystem building, and technical readiness form a multi-pronged strategy toward open mainnet. Alright, let's address the elephant in the room. The question that every single pioneer is thinking about. What will the price of one Pi coin be? For years, the price has been a matter of pure speculation. A few cents, hundreds of dollars, thousands, everyone has imagined different outcomes. The core team's official stance. The value of Pi will be determined by the market once the open mainnet is launched. However, the announcement of a stablecoin adds a fascinating new layer to this discussion. First, the existence of a stablecoin could actually help stabilize the price of Pi in the long run. Transaction fees for sending the Pi stablecoin will likely be paid in the native Pi coin. Transaction fees for executing smart contracts within Pi apps will likely be paid in the native Pi coin. This creates a constant baseline demand for Pi. As millions of users transact, buy goods, and use apps, they will need to acquire and spend small amounts of Pi to facilitate these actions. This gas fee demand is a powerful economic driver and gives the coin inherent utility. For example, if Pi is trading for $10 on an external exchange, but goods and services worth $12 can be purchased with it inside the Pi browser marketplace. Traders will buy Pi on the exchange and spend it in the ecosystem, driving the price up until it reaches equilibrium. It's crucial to manage expectations, however. The initial price will likely be volatile as the market finds a consensus, but the stablecoin and the ecosystem being built around it are long-term value drivers. The more useful the apps on the Pi network are, the more transactions that occur using the Pi stablecoin. This creates a positive feedback loop. More utility leads to more transactions, which leads to more demand for Pi, which in turn supports a healthier, more stable long-term price. The focus is shifting from a one-time launch price to building a sustainable economic engine. With all this exciting news, pioneers are understandably eager to know what comes next on the roadmap. Based on the core team's communications, we can anticipate a few key developments in the coming months. The most immediate priority will continue to be accelerating KYC and mainnet migration. The team has stated launching open mainnet depends on reaching a critical mass of KYC'd users and a diverse, robust ecosystem. Expect refinements to the KYC process and possible testnet implementation of the Pi stablecoin. Watch for white paper updates, technical specifications, and mechanisms for maintaining the peg. Integration into the Pi browser and wallet will be key. Developers will need access to docs to start building. Expect SDK updates and dev portal resources. This will be a major milestone when revealed. The Pi app ecosystem growth will be a central focus. Expect hackathons, developer grants, and recruitment initiatives. A currency needs places to be spent. Core team will highlight promising testnet apps and preview events. All this leads to the main event, removal of the firewall and the transition to the open mainnet period. Stay tuned to the Pi app and official channels for announcements. The next steps: scale KYC, detail the stablecoin, grow the ecosystem, and open the network to the world. The journey to the open mainnet is not a single leap. It's a series of carefully executed steps, each one building on the last. The core team named 3 conditions that must be met. First, mass KYC verification, a global logistical challenge with tens of millions and many different IDs. Progress is steady. The team uses AI for automation and crowdsources verification to KYC'd pioneers. Second, a mature, viable ecosystem with real utility. Currency must have uses. The team pushes developer activity through hackathons and the Pi open source license. Third, technical readiness. Secure, stable, scalable systems finalized and tested. Every transaction and app interaction on testnet yields data to inform launch decisions. Only when mass KYC, ecosystem maturity, and technical readiness are satisfied will the trigger for open mainnet be pulled. Each successful migration moves us closer to critical mass and a functional open network. The developments within the PiNetwork, particularly the move toward a native stablecoin, have implications that reach far beyond its own community. This project represents one of the largest social experiments in cryptocurrency adoption ever attempted. PiNetwork has simplified the entry point: download an app and tap a button. Introducing a stablecoin on that foundation creates a gentle on-ramp into Web3. A user might first use the Pi stablecoin for simple in-app payments, then try the native Pi coin, then explore dApps and DeFi. It's a progressive onboarding that could demystify crypto for millions. Pi's utility-first approach before opening speculation contrasts with the token-first, pump-later model. Many projects launch tokens hoping for a price pump, then scramble to find use cases and often fail. Pi is building the city before opening the gates. If successful, this model could set a new sustainable standard for launches. That would shift focus from short-term speculation to long-term value and utility, which would benefit the whole crypto space. By letting anyone with a smartphone participate, Pi could reach demographics left out of the crypto revolution, showing blockchain's power to empower people globally. In conclusion, recent confirmation of a native stablecoin by Dr. Nicolas is far more than just another feature announcement. It is a declaration of intent, a pivotal moment in the PiNetwork's long journey. This single strategic decision elevates the project's ambition from creating a coin to building a comprehensive digital economy. For the millions of pioneers, this provides the clearest signal yet that their faith and patience are being directed towards a tangible and well-thought-out vision. The road ahead is still filled with challenges, and the final success of the PiNetwork is not yet guaranteed. However, the pieces are visibly falling into place. A massive verified user base, growing app ecosystem, and confirmation of a native stablecoin. This creates a powerful formula for potential success and a critical juncture for every pioneer. The coming months will be crucial, as more details are revealed and the final conditions for the open mainnet are met. Stay informed via official channels, manage expectations, and remember, the wait is not about hype, it's about building something that lasts. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for updates.